Welcome to your morning yoga practice, where today will be especially beneficial for anyone struggling with back pain or tension, or just wanting to open that area up. So we'll get started on our stomachs in crocodile pose. Make a little pillow with your hands, resting the forehead on top. Take a moment to close the eyes for a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose as well. And on your next inhale, use your top hand to lift your upper body up and then slowly come back down. 2 more. So raising the entire upper body off of the mat and setting it back down. Last time, really use that top hand to press against the forehead and let it go. You can shake the hips out, simply switch which hand was on top, and we'll take the same thing 3 times. Inhaling to lift the hand, lift the whole upper body. Coming back down, 2 more. Really lift. This is great for strengthening the upper back as we take our last one. And softly let it go. Rolling over onto your left side now, we're coming towards a side sphinx. So lying on the left hip and left forearm, right fingertips in front of you. Nice little lateral stretch here. You could hold still, or if you'd like, you could trace a big circle with the neck, starting out in one direction, moving slowly, and then switching directions. As you finish up those circles, we'll simply come to all fours with the hips over the knees and the shoulders over the wrists, shaking things off a little bit from side to side for bird dog. So reach your right arm and left leg long, and then bend your left leg, re-extend it, and set everything down. Second side. Left arm and right leg go long, bend the right knee, re-extend it. Set things down, 2 more each side. So right arm and left leg, bend that leg, straighten that leg, and come back down. Left arm, right leg, bending, straightening, and back down. Last cycle, right arm and left leg. Reaching long before you set back down. Last time, left arm, right leg. And finish it out. Beautifully done. Shake things off once again. We'll come towards puppy pose now. So keep the hips where they are as you walk the upper body forwards. The forehead can rest towards the mat or it can hover. Think about sending your tailbone towards the sky. And coming back to your breath. And lifting on out, eventually making our way over to side sphinx on the right side. Right forearm stays down. Again, you could hold still or trace another big circle with the neck. Once in each direction. Once you've done that, coming back to all fours. A few traditional cat-cows here, so inhaling to arch the spine and exhaling to round, really pressing the mat away on your exhales, and scooping through the spine on the inhales. And then start to turn this movement into a circle. So really taking that rib cage around, you can start bending into the elbows, you can get the neck involved, make this movement your own. And start going the other way, switching directions. Noticing how this feels in the spine, in the neck, in the shoulders. And then come down onto your forearms. We'll take a few more cat-cows from here, noticing how that changes things. Taking the gaze up on your inhale and back towards your thighs on the exhale. Just one more. And release. Step the feet back now. We're coming towards forearm plank. So here we're still pressing the mat away, doming slightly through the upper back, keeping the tailbone tucked, engage through the glutes, tighten those abs, and then set your knees down. That's a tough one. Nicely done. We'll come to a comfortable seat here. Raise the arms up overhead and lean towards your left and then towards your right. So we're using our hands almost to push off here, really make this kind of a spring action as you bounce yourself from side to side, reaching each arm overhead as you lean towards the other side. And then the next time you're over towards the left, you can stay there, either keeping the palm down or the forearm down, reaching the top arm long. And then straighten up and bouncing over towards the other side. Left arm is long overhead. Release the ear towards the shoulder. And straightening up once more. Beautifully done. Coming towards a tall kneel, tuck the toes to lift yourself up into a standing forward fold towards the back of your mat. You can catch hold of opposite elbows and let yourself sway a little bit left to right. Releasing through the lower back. And then bend into the knees generously to stand all the way up. Roll the shoulders back once you've arrived. Make sure you're evenly balanced on both feet. And then step your left foot forward and start bending into the right knee, almost setting it down to the mat, but not quite, before straightening back up. Keep your gaze focused on something in front of you that will help with balance. Last time. And this time set the knee all the way down and trace some big circles back with the right arm. So we're in sort of this short lunge here. And then clasp your hands in front of the body and twist over to the left, so towards your front knee, holding here. And return to center. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. We'll lift up into a plank pose on our wrists this time. Tailbone is tucked once more. Abs are tight. Press the mat away. And very slowly lower yourself all the way towards the mat. You can lower the knees first if you'd like. We're coming towards Sphinx pose on the forearms. The gaze is forward. You can always walk your forearms a little bit further forwards to decrease any sensation on the lower spine. And then press yourself back through all fours to child's pose. Knees are wide and upper body is nicely relaxed. Beautiful. Coming back to all fours, tuck the toes back to that standing forwards fold. Releasing the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. And this time as you hold opposite elbows, just bend and extend one knee at a time. Moving really slowly here. One leg straightens as the other bends. And then bend both knees to once again roll yourself all the way up to standing for our second side. So bringing the hands to the waist, stepping the right foot forwards. Hips are square as you bend that left knee almost to the mat and come back up. And keep going. Staying really balanced and centered here. Last time, softly set that knee all the way down this time. Stay in this short lunge as you lift the left arm up alongside the ear and trace some big circles back with it. And then clasp the arms in front of your heart to twist over towards the right, looking over the back shoulder, maybe allowing yourself a smile. And release. Plant the hands back to all fours, shake things off. A few more cat-cows here, arching and rounding just to let things go. Back to neutral spine before finding a comfortable seat, any seat you'd like here. Sitting up nice and tall and taking the entire upper body around in a circle. Let your gaze follow, take your neck along for the ride, moving really slowly. And switching the direction once more. Circles are really wonderful. They help us access any nooks and crannies, access our full range of motion, especially an area where so much is going on, like our spine. Finish out your last circle to sit up tall once more. And take a simple twist over towards the right. And then keep your left hand on your right knee as you reach the right arm up and over. So almost leaning over at a diagonal here. Really wonderful way to stretch the back. And let that go. Shake it off. We'll twist towards the left. Seeing if you can twist a little bit deeper on your exhale. The right hand is on the left knee. And now you can bring that left arm up and over for that diagonal stretch. Very softly release. Shake out the shoulders, maybe take a few circles backwards. And let's all bring the hands in front of the heart to close out. Beautifully done today. If you'd like, I have a 3-day mini challenge for the lower back, which you can join. The link is on screen and in the description box of this video. I'd love to see you there. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.